My name is Dr. Margaret Cochran, aka the Relationship Doctor, and I'm here to talk to you about codependency. And now for a poetry moment. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe, catch a codependent by the toe. If she's enmeshed, it's tough to let go. Eeny, meeny, miny, moe. Now, before you discontinue listening and walk off thinking this has nothing to do with you, I invite you to stay with me, as you may be surprised to find displayed here some behavioral patterns or parts of behavioral patterns that you or someone you love engage in. Codependency is sometimes called by other names, such as nurturance deficiency disorder or self-love deficiency disorder. But bottom line, it's an addiction to pathological relationships. Or said another way, a codependent gets into an untenable relationship with emotionally unavailable people and stays there even in the face of serious and painful negative consequences. You may be surprised to know that there are a lot of narcissistic features to it. In the traditional conceptualization of narcissism, the byline is everything is about me, nothing is my fault or responsibility. In codependency, the byline is everything is about me and everything is my fault and responsibility. Some people describe codependence as being loyal. They're not loyal, they're addicted. Unfortunately, emotional addiction is often overlooked or even sanctified in our culture. Why is this? Well, there's a good deal being discussed about narcissism in social media these days, and it needs to be identified and addressed because narcissists destroy relationships, companies, countries, and the lives of the most innocent and defenseless. However, a narcissist can't do what they do without help and support from a seemingly willing adult partner or other social system. In fact, many codependent partners, like people involved in any other addiction, don't see their behavior as problematic or harmful. They may even see themselves as doing good, saving their malignant partner from themselves, saving others from them, or in some cases, championing their behavior at first out of fear and later because they become enmeshed with their narcissistic delusion. A line I hear a lot is, if I don't stay, who will protect the children? Or if I leave, I'll be responsible for destroying the family. Have you ever thought something like that? Do you know someone who's thought that way? Okay, like it or not, women are socialized to defer and nurture. The truth is that's not necessarily a bad thing as long as you have good boundaries and you're getting nurtured and deferred to in return. Be clear, codependency is not nurturing, far from it. When you connect codependently, you inadvertently slip from care into control, and you lose yourself in the face of your relationship. Your needs and feelings are ignored and rejected, and that is not a healthy form of love. In fact, it's not love at all. In codependent attachment, there is a chemical addiction as well as a behavioral one. Certain neurotransmitters and neural pathways take you on a roller coaster ride such that various types of abuse become normalized, even exciting. That's why codependents often experience withdrawal when they separate from a partner. After a while, they feel great when they're single, clear-headed, self-aware, shaking their heads about how did I get into that relationship? And then they find themselves longing for a partner, and without a recovery process and therapy, it's wash, rinse, repeat. Long story short, your codependent brain lies to you about what love is and what it feels like. Codependency is a way of life for many. It's the only way some people know how to have love in their lives. Realizing that you are a codependent or have codependent traits can be very challenging. It might look to you as if there's no other way to love, and dealing with painful, draining, and destructive relationships is just the way your life has to be. I promise you that isn't true. And if you don't know how or can't find a way to recover from codependency, change codependent traits you see in yourself, and or you don't want to pass them on to another generation, then consider reaching out for help. As in any addiction, that's the most challenging part, and once it's done, you're on your way to a new and wonderful life. There's an organization called Codependence Anonymous, or CODA, C-O-D-A. It's modeled on the principles of AA. There are change steps to work through, and you have group sponsorship and guidance available to you to help you through your healing process. Another option is to work with a licensed therapist who has experience in addictions, or better still, do both. Codependency has all kinds of malignant strings attached to it. Codependency is its own form of torture. Codependency is not love for another person, and not love for yourself. There's more to discuss. We'll talk soon. I look forward to our next conversation. Be safe and be well. Thanks so much for listening. If you want to connect, whether it be for a keynote, webinar, media opportunity, or coaching, please contact me at drcochran.com.